Hello, I am Gregory the Poor Typist, and welcome to the Typewriter Club live reunion. It's been a very long time. Oh my goodness. So, if there's technical issues, you'll have to excuse me. I'm a bit out of touch, but nevertheless, we're here for the reunion. I'm very excited. I will remind you that typepals.com is and always will be free. If you enjoy exchanging letters and postcards with your with people around the world. Uh, we have over 400 members around the world in well over 20 countries. So if you want to put your typewriters to use, possibly the best use, which is letters, postcards, you definitely want to be a part of TypePals. So be sure and join us for free at typepals.com. I will mention that the site is very, very expensive to run. And a lot of that comes out of my pocket. We have many, many, many generous members who have supported the site over the years, which I really, really appreciate. And it would not survive without you. If you're able, you can go to typepals.com/donate. If you're able, if you find value in the website, please consider it. Yeah, let's see. Oh, I one more reminder before I let people in. We have there's lots of beeping going on, so I know there's a lot of people waiting. So and I'm excited about that. Yeah, so I do want to remind everyone that today is the last day to register for the Type Pals postcard exchange for September. So be sure you're signed up, logged in, and go to the events page. So typepals.com/events, and you'll see the postcard exchange listed on there. So, all right. Well, I think that's it for my announcements. So let's let people in. Let's see here. Whoops, I didn't want to go full screen. Um, I see I'm already screwing things up. Let's see. Well, uh, let's admit all. All right. And, and we went gallery. There we go. That way we get to see all the people, all the friendly faces. Oh my goodness, look at all these people coming in. And so far I see a lot of new faces, so that's good. And I see some familiar ones. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, excellent. I'll give people just a few more minutes to log in, but some of you may be wondering where I've been. I've been keeping a low profile for um, th- at least the last year, maybe a little more than that. But yeah, just some mental health issues going on, and the passing of my father. So yeah. Let me set this to yeah, managing the back end here. I apologize. Um, yeah. Well, I do see several familiar faces, and then lots of new ones. Uh, in particular, I'd love to hear from any of the new ones that would care to speak. Is anyone looking forward to speaking? If not, we can go to some of the familiar faces.
I
Hi,
will here.
I'm new. My name's Alisa.
Oh, okay, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. And what's your typewriter story?
Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry for my type pals who know my typewriter story, and now you're gonna have to hear it again. But I love writing, and in like 2017, I think I was Googling about what to do when you have writer's block. And I read that some people use the Alpha Smart and how it's so similar to a typewriter. And then I just decided to buy a typewriter one day, and then I loved it so much. And so my first like official typewriter was an Olympia SM5. And then I just was a one typewriter person. But then last summer, I got the collecting bug. And now I don't count them because I think it's pointless.
I think we all know the feeling. I do have to ask, you mentioned the Alpha Smart.
Yes.
Did you actually get the Alpha Smart or
Yeah,
you
I still have it.
Okay, cool, cool. I
I
have a
find
couple
I
myself.
like it. I just find it cumbersome with like the cord and then just the whole thing. Even just having such stuff in a digital format, I find cumbersome. And one of my friends the other day said, Elisa, I don't get the typewriter thing. You like writing, and so if you like to share it with people, why wouldn't you want it to be digital? And I was like, it's so funny that you think that because for me, I put it through a typewriter because I want to share it because I think it looks prettier and I can send it to someone or I can post it online. And I have it forever. It's so easy for me to access the first pages I've ever typed versus anything I ever typed on a computer.
I know, right? It's like with photos. We take so many digital photos, and yet how often do we go back and look at them, you know? So, yeah. And it's the same with writing, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. So, you mentioned a little bit about your writing, but what are your uses for typewriters?
Yeah. Well, I love Type Pals. And but yeah, I like to write. So I used to kind of everything. I don't really know what I'm writing. I would like to say that I'm working towards something, but I think it's just the act of writing itself. But I used to um, perform at the Moth, which is like a story slam, like an open mic thing where you prepare a five
Oh,
minute story. And so I would use my typewriter to craft those stories and just like write it a bunch of times in a bunch of ways. Um, and then sometimes like for journaling where it's, you're still writing, but it's more of a personal thing. Um, and I don't know, it's just interesting. Sometimes you try to like rewrite something or say it in a different way and it comes out exactly the same way. And then you're kind of like, oh, I guess that's exactly how I wanted to say it. So
excellent, excellent. Now, you mentioned you don't keep track of the number of your typewriters, but you have to have a favorite, right?
yes, I have a new favorite, which is it's at the shop right now getting service, and it's um, an Olympia SM3 1955 that belonged to my grandfather that my uncle just gifted me over the summer. That I was like, I couldn't even believe it. I was in shock. I didn't know that a family typewriter existed or that I would somehow get it.
I know, right? It's funny how things work that way.
Yeah.
Definitely. Very cool. Very cool. Um, Now you mentioned your typewriters in the shop. Have you d delved into any of the repair yourself, like cleaning or repair?
Not really. I find sometimes I want to clean something, like I want to open it up a little bit and spray something in there and then blow it out with the air compressor. But I find that I mess things up more than I fix things. Um, my boyfriend actually has cleaned like thoroughly, torn down and cleaned and oiled, a few machines. He's pretty good at it because he like I don't know, he makes computers, so he's used to working with tiny little screws and stuff. So it's not hard. It's very hard for me. I'm not like handy, unfortunately. So now it's just kind of like picking which one I might spend the, professional service money on because funds unfortunately are not unlimited.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
One final thing, before before I let you go and move on to the next person. Did you have anything you wanted to show us? Any typewriters that may be nearby you, or if not, that's okay.
Not really. I mean, maybe just this is what used to be my favorite and, still kind of is. And it's my KMM. And I just think it's beautiful. It's not like one of the prettiest or like, in best shape ones or anything, but I did get it professionally tuned up at Gramercy Typewriter and they did such a fabulous job. And it's just, I love it. I love the ribbon reversal. That's my favorite thing.
Well, that's such a classic looking typewriter, so you can't go wrong with that. And seeing that you have, I'm pretty sure that would be considered a standard typewriter. Do you have any portables or portables?
Yes, I love my Hermes rocket, which is right here. I love this thing, even though it's so annoying because I paid way too much on for it on Shop Goodwill, and it's missing a knob here. This knob is like cracked and glued on, and I bought replacement knobs for it, and like
Ah,
you
yeah.
know, but I still have to like get it fixed up. But I love it because it works really well. Like I almost don't want to like it as much as I do, but it works and the alignment's great and everything. And it's so tiny, teeny tiny. And then and I'll just show you my Valentine. I got
Ah,
my Valentine this summer. I love that.
and how now there's mixed opinions on how those type. Do you find it types well?
This one,
No, the Valentine.
I love it. I love it. I think
Okay,
it
okay.
types so nicely and it's so heavy. I thought it was gonna be like a flimsy, all style, no substance, but I find it to be like one of the sturdier portables that I have.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing,
Thank you for
and thank
having
you,
me.
of course, thank you especially for being, the first one to jump in. So I appreciate it. Very cool. Did any other new faces want to talk? Otherwise, I could bring up some questions, or if some of the familiar faces. Yeah, James. Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, I'm James. I'm live in Ohio, right where West Virginia, Kentucky, and Ohio talk or meet together. I'm originally from Kansas, lived there most of my life, but the way I got into typewriters, which is recently, about 3 or 4 months now, is I am a very active ham radio operator, and 90% of my ham radio operator skills are what is called CW, which is Morse code, telegraph. And through that, I was reading the history of telegraph and discovered mills, which is basically an all cap typewriter. And through that, couldn't find one. When I do find them, they're way too expensive. So I just picked up a typewriter and I started messing around with it and fell in love with them. And now I think I have seven now, like
Okay.
five of them working. My favorite is down to three. I have a 1960s Olivetti Underwood Studio 44 that when I picked it up, got it home, changed the ribbon, did not even realize that it was in script. And that was just totally cool. It was 50 bucks, and which is probably the most I paid for one so far, but it was totally worth it. Also, probably my favorite, which you see in the keys in my background, is a 1932 Royal Signet Senior portable, and absolutely love it. It is definitely not the most perfect typewriter in any way. Uh, it's got paint peeling off of it, especially on the space bar, and I was going to paint it, and I'm like, no, nope, that's just battle scars. I'm going to leave it if this thing can tell stories. My recent, I think, newest one that I picked up that I'm waiting on spools for from a friend of mine that I ordered is a 1949 KMG. And I really think I'm going to like it. And it types absolutely fantastic. It's got, surface rust here and there, but again, that tells the story of it. I believe it came from an old gas station in Hitchens, Kentucky, and that's I'm not can't verify that, but I believe that's true. And it types perfect. It just doesn't advance the ribbon, so I'm waiting on those spools. So I think those are going to be my favorite. And then someday, hopefully, I'll actually obtain a mill. And if I do, I don't know what I'll do with it, but I'll have one. I'll have one.
Yeah.
Because it's not the same. I try to type in all caps, and it's not the same because you're missing like your you still have to shift between capital letters and the letters and the numbers, and then you don't have a slash zero and things like that. That's
Yeah.
where I come from.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Well, thank you so much for sharing. All right.
James,
Yeah.
did you say you had a signet?
Yes.
Is it the one like that has it's all caps
No.
that has
No.
this?
No, is not all caps. I actually, mine's the improved model, and I wish it wasn't. I wish it was all caps. But it's 1932 Signet Royal Senior is what it's called.
Oh, mine's a 34.
Yeah, mine's 32. Actually, it's too far away to get to it right now, but yeah, it looks exactly like that, except I have the shift knob.
Oh, uh-huh. And this is the typeface. It's called monoface.
Similar.
Yes.
I don't think that's what I have. I still haven't figured out how to tell all the typefaces and everything real good.
I just asked Peter Stewart. If you're on Facebook at all, find Peter Stewart. He's the guy I'm like, what typeface is this? And he's like, oh, that's monoface. I'm like, okay.
Very nice typewriter. I love it though. It's simple and I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, you were talking about mill, and I thought, well, that's the closest to a mill I have.
It is, and I've looked for things that are closer than a mill. And man, I search marketplace, and every time I find a little typewriter, I go straight to the zero to see if there's a slash through it. And no, I haven't any luck there, but
Well, you've
and
only
I found a couple like on but they want $800-900 for them, and they're
Ooh.
the same typewriter is $200 ran through if it's not a mill. So
You'll find it. You'll find it.
but thank you for that.
Yeah. Any other new faces want to introduce themselves?
I'll speak up.
Hello, Charles.
Hi, I go by Chuck, but Charles is
Okay.
the official name on all the Zooms, so either way is fine.
Okay.
I'm really glad to be here. I was only participated in one of these, maybe it was 2 years ago, or I can't remember when I joined, 2 or 3 years ago. So thank you for having this today, and
Of
it's
course.
good to see the people here. So yeah.
Excellent.
Uh,
How many typewriters do you have, or do you not keep track?
I have 5 typewriters.
Okay.
And my favorite is the Olympia SM7. And I just this summer I acquired 2 more typewriters to make it numbers 4 and 5. One is an Olympia SM9, which I bought through Facebook Marketplace. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I love those SM7s. Yeah. And I like the SM9, but I really like the feel of the SM7 better. And then another typewriter that I just received was free of charge, was a best buddy who lives about 85 miles away. His sister was cleaning out her garage, and they found their mom's old typewriter, and it's a 1948 Underwood Champion. So I'll need to clean that up. That'll be the first time I've ever tried to clean a typewriter, actually. So we'll see how that goes. Then I have a Smith Corona Super Sterling and a Brothers 10 Accord typewriters as well.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
And obviously you like to do letters, but other than letters, do you do anything with your typewriters?
Yeah, it's mostly been letters. I used to do fiction writing long ago, and I'm really going to make it a point to get back into doing that as well. I do a lot of journal writing as well, but usually that's handwritten. Sometimes I type it, but mostly I just really enjoy writing the letters and corresponding in that way. Yeah. Or if I just feel the need to, I'm sure everybody here has it. Even if I have absolutely nothing to say, I just need to scratch the itch and sit at a typewriter and type a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
It was really quite a throwback down memory lane when Alisa mentioned the Alpha Smart, though, because I did experiment with that for a while too, and it served its purpose, but the window was a little bit too small for viewing for me. So, I guess I'm still partial to typewriters in the long run.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Charles, there are times when you just need to sit in front of your typewriter and empty your mind of everything that's on there, hammer it on the paper, then it's there. You can take it out, file it away. It's gone from your mind. Just let it go.
That's absolutely right. Yes, that's absolutely right.
Or burn it. Burning it's good too.
Times I burned even what I thought was good writing, but I didn't want anyone else to see it.
Oh.
One thing I have found is that not all type pals are fluently versed in proper English. And if you have a little bit of patience and understanding, you can understand perfectly what they're saying. And typographical errors, spelling errors, mispronounced words, to me, are the perfect imperfections that give typewritten letters their genuineness and authenticity.
Yep, absolutely.
So I love the actual tactile, physical touch of typewriters. And I don't care if you send me letters with mistakes in it. I'd sooner a letter with mistakes than no letter at all.
Yes,
That's my thought.
absolutely. Yes. So,
Very good. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Charles.
yep, thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else? Otherwise, we can talk to some of the familiar faces.
I'll say a quick hello.
Yes, hello, Chris.
I I very nearly was able to join the very last of these, and
Oh,
I had just found out about it, but then missed it for some weird thing, and then it's been on a hiatus, so I'm glad to see everyone back, all the smiling faces. Um,
yes.
I My typewriter story goes way back to when I was a little kid, and I had a really junky toy one for a while. I borrowed my brother's, he had a 60s Royal Portable that was okay, it wasn't great. And then I was started using it more often, so my parents picked up at a yard sale a 1948 Clipper, which I've had for decades now. Um, And we recently, about a year or two back, went to my parents and found it in their basement. And my then 12-year-old said, we should totally take that home.
Oh.
So I shipped some clothing back instead and put it in my carry-on suitcase. Um, and then since then, I've collected probably far more typewriters than anyone should have. Um, and because we're running out of space and my wife is not a big fan of having lots around, I'm starting to deacquisition some. Uh, some we have given to kids, a few I've sold. Typically, the ones I sell, I use to refuel buying new ones and then repair, you know, pieces for those. Um, I feel super official this week, or at least this past month. Back in the spring, we had a type in here in Pasadena, and I invited some local um, folks from the typosphere. One could not make it, but he sent me a lovely little note on some really great stationery, which just is very definitely him. So it's like
Wow.
a World War II era piece of paper
Wow.
from our friend Tom, which is nice. So um, I don't know that I could say I have a favorite, except maybe the last one I got. Um, but I'm not going to tell you what the last one I got was. It always
Top
seems to
secret.
be the last one you have. The ones I use most often, I have a pair of 1950 uh, matching Royal KMGs that I have tuned up to the nth degree. One in Pika and one in Elite that I really like. I have another one with a Clarion typeface that came out of a bank
Oh, wow.
on a Royal FP. But my daughter has swiped it from me, and I haven't seen it in months. I
Oh,
have been forbidden from entering a room and removing it to
oh,
play with occasionally. So we'll see what happens.
yeah. I do like those Royal FPs.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, it was this yellow one behind me is the one was the one from the bank, but I changed the body colors because for some reason she decided that she liked the pearlescent version rather than the yellow or the sandstone.
Ah,
So
yeah, yeah,
I swapped all the body pieces out for her. I figured she'd like the yellow better, but I,
yeah. Excellent.
so, but it's good to be here and see everybody.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. I I have to say, I totally it took me a moment. I did not recognize Everett without his hat.
Yeah, I'll have to go find my hat and put it on with the earbuds here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do wear the hat quite a bit. I don't know. I've always put that hat on, I've got three or four of the same ones, but no, I love the hat. The hat. I don't know. I've got some issue with the hat for sure. I've got to
Yeah.
have the hat on.
I
It's
want to say
fun.
the last time you were on here, you had that there was a cow statue behind
Oh,
you.
er, hold on. She's right back there. Oh
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
let
she's
me zoom
she's
in
still
on
there.
that.
Yeah, she's that's my mother-in-law. I've got a bunch of degrees and stuff, but one of my degrees was in a Master's of Fine Art in Ceramics. I met my mother-in-law who was a ceramicist, and this is one of her pieces. This is pretty tall. She's at least 5 feet tall, so she's not small. She's not short. She's a big piece of ceramic. And
Wow.
my mother-in-law was a ceramicist, and we've got probably about 12 of these different pieces that she made that there when
Wow.
she passed away. And so I was a ceramicist and she was a ceramicist, sculptor, and I was a potter. I made pottery, but and ceramics. And she said, "I've got a daughter you need to meet." And I'm like, I'm good. No thanks." So that's the last thing. I'm like, I'm good. I'm going to focus on it. And then, of course, we met her daughter and then we were married, within 6 months. So,
Yeah.
so, that, but no, that's the cow. But I love Cow. She's awesome. She's got a longer name. My mother-in-law had a lot of names that she had
Oh,
for ceramics. And I'm actually working on a book for her. I'm working on a bunch of books, but you know how you write letters with my typewriters. I've got a bunch behind me here, but I write letters with the typewriters, and I write books with a type. I mean, it's just kind of the tool, right? I mean, the tool you pick says a lot more, or says as much about you as what you're trying to write, in my opinion. So I like the typewriters for slow thinking. I mean, I've always got a typewriter sitting next to me full of paper, and it's a tool, right? I mean, it's like
yeah.
like this. This is one here that this has been restored. It's got all new rubber, and it's a Corona 3, and they snappy little machine. I think that one's a 1923. That one I did not restore. I've restored a bunch of them. Glenn Crookston restored that one, and I swapped him something else for it. He lives down in Houston. I live in Austin, so we
Okay.
so we were always passing by each other, and he's like, "Hey, I've got something for you." So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
always we're always swapping typewriters. So I think it. So I think I don't know. For me, I think the best thing about the typewriters is all of you guys and all of the people that we're all connecting. Right? It's the typewriter.
Exactly.
Typewriters are going to be gone, but it's really about you guys, us, all as a group, and that's for the Austin Typewriter Inc. group and the Austin Typewriting podcast that we've been doing. David's been doing a lot of podcasts, and so we've been doing a lot of interviews of a lot of authors, writers, and stuff. So he's been in gear with that. He's actually editing one right now, and so he sits in. If you've got a 1 hour podcast, yeah, Joe Van Cleave knows that. If you got a 1 hour podcast, it's probably 3 or 4 hours of editing to get it to where you want it to be. So David takes a while to edit these things. But it's really good to see you guys. And when I saw it pop up again, I'm like, I need to put it on the calendar, make sure I come and hang out with you guys and
Oh, that's
see you
awesome.
guys. Yeah, I love it.
Excellent, excellent. And you're still active on Austin Typewriter Inc., correct?
Oh yeah, yeah. That in fact we've got the it's a Facebook Austin Typewriter Inc. Uh is a group. I think it's about 2,000 people, but it's a little different than the bigger group, and it's not we're not didn't isolate to be antisocial or anything, but it's a lot more serious people. I guess I don't know how to say it without sounding condescending or anything, but it's like it's just not people just throwing out stuff. I mean, but we do answer questions like, where do you find ribbons? You know, how do you change a spring? You know, we're good with that. I mean, we don't, we all want to know. We all changed our first, draw band at some point, right? I mean, so it's good to know. I mean, no, but so if not any of you are not on there, feel free to uh, hop into the Austin Typewriter Inc. Facebook group. It's pretty good. We keep it churning too, meaning that we stir the pot. David's been posting little clippets from just me and him talking, saying and asking dumb questions to each other and posting it to the group. So it's always pretty fun. But yeah,
Nice.
we stir the pot. In fact, I'm trying to publish a book with David and me now, and myself now. But I did some watercolors, and David wrote haikus with the typewriters, and so we paired them. I don't have one close. It's basically like I'll have the watercolor and then his haiku is right below it. But so I'm trying to, it's not many pages, just like 60, 70 pages or so. But I keep churning through the typewriters. I've got, I don't know how many typewriters, 250 maybe. I've tried to get rid of a bunch of them and push them out so that way I can kind of keep the gems essentially, because it's not all of them are gems, but the ones I've been trying to find, keep and write about, like I'm writing about this one right now for et cetera. It's a music writer. It's a speed line. Here, I'll pull it up. Right, this one. This one's pretty interesting. It's a it's a it's a Corona music writer. So it's got music keys, and it was owned
Oh,
by a lady here in Austin. And so it's a beautiful machine. I love these speed lines, but it's a mutual name from Burton here. So the lady who owned it, wrote uh, music with it, and
it looks like your stream has gone a little wonky there. You're cutting out on us.
wrote something. So I've been doing a lot of research on this one, but she Carrington. Okay, sorry about that. But she, so I've been doing a lot of research on that writing. I've got a lot of typewriters that I've done research on it like that. So
Very
that's
good,
fun.
very
That's
good.
I try to write about the typewriters, and so, but good.
Nice. Sounds like good
So,
projects.
yeah. So Everett,
Yeah,
some of us are not on Facebook. I don't intend to ever get a Facebook account. My wife spends far too much
I
time.
totally get it.
So,
I understand.
a typewriting enthusiast in Toronto by the name of Uwe started up a typewriter discussion group called Typewriter Talk. It's on the board host. Lou and I, sorry, not Lou. Uwe and I are the moderators of the site.
Mhm.
And we welcome people from all over the world. It's mostly technical questions and discussions about typewriters, where a typehouse here is meeting other typewriter enthusiasts with whom you'd like to share letters. I can post the actual website in the chat if you want.
Yeah, sure, that'd be great. Yeah,
Okay.
and in fact, we're not fans of the Facebook. None of us are, but in fact, the only reason I go to Facebook is for that. I mean, it's a good forum, and that's why we police that site pretty good. That we don't put up with anything. So if something comes up where we put it down quick. So so I totally understand not liking Facebook. In fact, most people, if you look at the percentage of the people aren't on Facebook, right? I mean, that aren't the typewriters, which makes complete sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, post that. Yeah, I totally get it. And in fact, Facebook won't be around forever. I mean, it'll turn into something else at some point, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
But yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Well, thanks again for sharing, Everett.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so good to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to see you guys.
And it looks like Joe has finished his breakfast.
Yes, it's, tradition for me to eat in front of the camera. It's not bad manners. It's just like we're at a big, giant dining room table and nobody's been served but me. No. Actually, I was out in the
Because you're the
kitchen.
king. You're the
Yeah.
king of the typewriter.
Yeah. I was out in the kitchen and I had totally forgot about this. And then I was on Facebook, and I saw the notification that you posted, Gregory, and about this, and oh, better get on there. So yeah. And then so it's 11:36 right now in Mountain Time, and 1 o'clock. I'll be over at a local coffee shop for our monthly typewriter social that we're doing. So we're doing that. We do a typewriter social every month. Bring a typewriter. It's sort of more of a social thing, and then we also have an event once a month, a different weekend where it is a strictly an hour of writing and no socializing. We meet in a library meeting room and we have like 15 minutes of socializing and a full hour of no talk and just writing and then 15 minutes at the end, to talk. But so we kind of like satisfy both the social needs and the writing needs we're trying to do. But well, it's great to see everybody. And Gregory, it's great to see your face again.
Oh,
How have you been?
good, good.
Good.
Yeah, definitely getting better and yeah, yeah.
Good. Good.
I was excited to see that you were recently celebrating 1,000
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah, 1,000
Wow.
videos and 465 of them are typewriter videos. So actually more than half are not typewriter videos. But yeah, but it's been a long, I mean, I started out maybe what is it, 13 years ago or something, but I wasn't doing videos except once every few months. It wasn't very frequent. And it was mainly about photography when I first started. Uh, and then there was some time about 9 years ago when I decided, hey, I have this typewriter hobby and I have this YouTube channel. Why don't I start doing typewriter videos? And yeah, so you guys probably saw the recent video I did about the 1,000th episode, where in the introduction to that video, I couldn't pronounce thousandth properly, but nobody really caught me on it too badly.
Well, you're Joe Van Cleave, so
So, yeah.
very good.
Yeah. So, a few years ago, I said I was going to try to limit my collecting, like I had to downsize a few machines, which I did. But then in the last couple of years, they continue to come in. I mean, we had a really super busy month in August. We had three type-ins. We had the Ernie Pyle birthday. So he was a famous journalist in World War II that was killed in 1945. His home was in Albuquerque, so it's a public library. So we did a little type-in of mostly pre-World War II typewriters. And then we had this new event for us was the Albuquerque Museum has an open house on the third Thursday of the month. And there's hundreds of people that come. And so we were invited. I brought a dozen typewriters and we had hundreds of people literally trying out those typewriters.
Wow.
So that was a huge event. We got a lot of new names on our mailing list and a lot of people interested. And then we had another type in at a local stationery store. So that was a busy month for us. But um, yeah, people continue to be interested in typewriters. They keep asking me, where can I get a typewriter? And it's like, well, you either have to buy something used and then learn to fix it, and maybe you want to just write and not be a tinkerer. Then you have to find a typewriter shop that has a good one that's been serviced, but you may not have one in your city, right? Depends on where you live. So that's why I come up with that recent video about buying a brand new typewriter, which I did. So they are still
Yes,
being.
we all saw you buy it.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. And I was thinking as I did it, I go, oh my goodness, Andrea is going to kill me. Not only do I have 50 typewriters in the house, but I'm buying a new one. But
And you left video evidence of it.
yes, I left video evidence. No, she's been really gracious, actually. And I've learned, I've told this advice before, but if you do have a life partner and you have the Jay Leno problem of too many cars and not enough, whatever room, or too many typewriters. My advice is to don't try to hide it from your life partner when you buy a new typewriter. It's better just to engage them in your enthusiasm, and they'll catch on. And and yeah, that's the best way to do it. So,
Yeah.
the advice from an old geezer.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, Gregory is showing up at your doorstep delivering a Bob Marshall typewriter to your house, better than
Uh,
anything in your collection.
That would be nice, actually. I would not turn that down. I would not turn
Wait, I don't have an SG1. How did you?
that. I have an SG1, and I don't think I don't have any room for any more standard typewriters, because I only have one, two, three. Well, one, two, yeah, three. I could fit one right there. But yeah, so the problem is that, of course, they don't have cases, right? So you have to have horizontal surfaces that you can put a standard typewriter safely. So
of course, there was that case you built. I forget what typewriter
yeah,
it
that was
was.
for the KMM. Actually, I do still have that. And in fact, I did bring the KMM to the museum type in, and that box came in very handy. In fact, we had 11 manuals, and the only electric I brought was the 5TE Smith Corona electric. And that was actually pretty popular, especially for young kids who don't have the finger strength to operate a manual properly. The electrics are pretty popular.
Yes, yes.
But so yeah, so the latest typewriter other than the Nakajima Electronic was the Adler J3 I got. And that
Ah,
was the local typewriter shop, John Lewis. He's 80 years old. He's still in business, and he wants to shut down the shop this year. So he's going through his back rooms where he has all these parts machines, and he came up with that Adler. And he called me one day, say, "Hey, Joe, I got a typewriter for you." And that's a really nice machine. It really is. And there was an early part in my typewriting uh, career. It was in the very early aughts. And in the 90s, I didn't really use a typewriter. I had an old Smith Corona daisy wheel, and I had, I think, an old Royal of some kind. It was in my shed. I wasn't using them. But then I got interested in typewriters in the early aughts, and I went to John Lewis's and he sold me an Adler. I don't know which model of Adler. I didn't really like it that much, and I ended up trading it in for the Royal Mercury, and that was when I kind of got interested in, typewriters. But now that I have this Adler again, I really like it. It's like, wow, this is great. You know, I think the only other medium-sized German-made portable that I don't have currently is the Torpedo. I used to have one, but I gave it away or sold it or something. But yeah, so
excellent.
yeah.
Do you have any videos in the pipeline that you want to
My
speak about?
pipeline has been literally like a list of ideas and some of these are more. Well, like some of them are too late. I can't do it. Like my friend Matthew, who was a big helper to us, he's moved out of state. He's back in New York. And this was compare my SG1 with Matthew's SG3. Well, I can't do that now.
Yeah.
Um, and then I had this thing, do you need a standard typewriter or can you get along with a portable? And then I have down here, was this topic covered in episode 437? So I have these ideas that are sort of like part of them has been covered in another video, but and then there's typewriters I've sold or given away. And so I do have photos of most of my typewriters on Flickr. I have an album on Flickr, so I could very well do that one.
Ah,
Actually, as far as which one I might do next, it all kind of depends on what I get interested in that week. Like right now, I've had the 5TE out in the kitchen table, excuse me, writing letters. It's a nice place to sit because you got windows and the light's good and all. And then I remembered that I had the Olympia Reporter, which is a Type Bar electric that was made in Japan by Nakajima. And I hadn't used it in a long while. So yesterday I took it out and I realized the ribbon was kind of dry. So I put a new ribbon in it. And then I started writing letters with it, and that was pretty cool. And then I started thinking, you know what? My typewriter history goes all the way back to the early 1970s when I took typing class in high school, and it was electric typewriters. mostly Type Bar electrics, and I really can't remember what brand it was. It could have been some kind of big Royal typewriter. And then the popular girls, like the cheerleaders and the teachers' pets, got the Selectrics up on the front row, right? But I realized that okay, that was my first real
Because
typewriter was electric.
they would be secretaries eventually, Joe.
Yes, they would be. And then my dad bought my oldest brother a Hermes 10, which is a Type R electric, and I used that in high school. And then when I was in the Navy, I had the chance to use a Selectric. Um, and so, and then after I got out in the early 80s, I had a Smith Corona Daisy wheel. So I realized most of my early typewriter life up until the aughts was all electric typewriters. And so maybe there'll be a video about that, that, some people, a lot of people started out with manuals and then moved into electrics and went back to manuals. But I've kind of started with electrics, as a kid. So I think that's a little different than a lot of people my age. I mean, people my age or older probably started with manuals, but so that might be a topic. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely started with electronic.
Uh-huh.
My first typewriter, was Daisy Wheel. So
Yep,
yeah.
it's true. And what year would that have been? Not to date yourself, but
Um, I'm having trouble with the math, but uh, I would have been 14. Um, because strangely enough, I asked for it for my birthday.
wow,
And I'm 53 now. I just turned 53 yesterday, so
happy birthday.
that was quite some
Happy
time
birthday.
ago.
So back in the 80s or 90s, let's say, maybe the 90s, was that right?
I'm thinking probably very late 80s.
Okay.
Very late
Yeah.
80s, yeah. Because I graduated in 91. So yeah,
And
that
you
would
didn't
put it in.
ask for like a Commodore 64, you wanted a typewriter?
I wanted a typewriter. I was very strange. I was typing up my little zines and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So what was your zine about? Do you have any copies of them?
I probably do somewhere. Yeah. Our garage is like packed with so much old stuff. So
Yeah.
it may be somewhere in there. Strangely enough, at a very young age, I became interested in business. And so I think one of the zines was kind of business related, basically.
Basically get rich quick. How to get rich quick
Pretty
with
much.
typewriters and zines.
Pretty much.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool, actually. Very cool.
Yeah, and at one point I started a business and I realized pretty quickly it was not a good idea, but I started a typing business, which some of you may know, I type like this. So you can't really run a typing business when you type like that. So
The output was pretty low, huh?
yes, yes. And I mean I couldn't charge enough per page to to make it worth my time. So
Well,
so
the main reason I type and well, I type my own private work, but a lot of it is letter writing. So I get a lot of letters, and trying to get caught up, is a constant struggle. So,
oh
but
yeah,
that's
and I still owe you a letter from a long, long, long time ago.
and lately I've been making my own envelopes, which is kind of
Oh
fun.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So that's been fun.
yeah. I actually ended up buying that device, so
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't used it much, but yeah, I think I've made a few envelopes with
Well,
it.
I made an envelope size where it's perfect for a US half letter size paper that you fold it in half. You can put it in there, and then you could fold a full US letter size in quarters. It'll fit in the same envelope. So it works pretty well. And you can make the envelope from one sheet of paper, one letter size sheet of paper. So
Yeah,
8.5 by
yeah,
11.
yeah,
yes, yes,
yes.
yeah. And if people are wondering what we're talking about, Joe has a video about it, of course.
Yeah.
So you can
Only
scroll back through his feed and oh, he's going to show it.
There's this is the one of the envelopes I make.
Nice.
Yeah.
That looks very professional.
Well, yeah, It's this little board, and
Yes.
I use a corner punch, and I have a little recipe that I wrote to, you know, for the what size to use on the scale for and what size to cut the paper with and all that. So yeah, I just batch make these in a batch and use a glue stick and a this whole board here is just for scoring the paper and cutting it and punching it the proper size. Anyways, go look at the video.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, so it's kind of fun when I write letters. I type a letter and then I have to go and make an envelope for it. But I actually caught up and made a dozen of these the other day. So
Ah, nice, nice.
Glue sticks can be your friend when you're making envelopes, aren't they?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Indeed.
Anything else new with you, Joe?
Not really, no. Things were about the same, I guess. I was
Okay.
supposed to have been already recuperating from my other hip surgery. I had a left hip replaced in January. My right hip was supposed to be replaced near the end of July, but my pre-op physical, they showed an abnormality with my EKG, so that the hip operation got put off, and I have a heart test in October. So in the meanwhile, like I went walking a couple miles this morning, but I'm kind of sore. That hip is
Mm.
so that's the only thing really going on with me is, you know, getting old. My dad always said, whatever you do, Joe, don't get old. Hey, Dad, tell me the secret. What's the secret? He didn't have the secret. So,
Oh man.
but he lived to be 90. So, there you go. He must have known something.
Exactly, yes.
He smoked every day, but
Wow.
that didn't kill him. Anyways,
Yeah, yeah.
well, thanks, Chris, for posting the envelope video to the chat.
Oh, cool, cool.
Yep. Well, that's about all I have. I'm gonna let other people chime in because
All right. Thank you so much, Joe. It's so good to
thanks
see
a lot
you.
for doing this. You should do this once a quarter, maybe, or something, right?
I'm looking at options. Well, since we're talking about it, I've been sort of looking inward to find out why it was becoming so difficult to do these live streams. And or the meetings in general, I guess I should say. And I have to say is the live streaming aspect of it. So potentially moving forward, we would have these. They would be Zoom only, and then
Right.
you would record it, of course, and then upload it to YouTube. And I think that would take a lot of the because there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff
Yeah.
that is anxiety producing.
Well, yeah, if it's live on YouTube, there's certain things you can't say and certain things that, whatever, right? So
Exactly.
being
Yeah.
able to edit it before you post it is probably a lot less stressful.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So
But
there's hope. There's
yeah,
hope.
I would encourage you, whatever you need to do to be able to host it. It would be really
Yeah.
appreciative. We would appreciate it.
Yes, yes.
All right. I'm
All
done.
right.
It's good
Uh,
seeing everybody. Hey, me.
all right.
I guess I
Now,
can say hi since I'm one of your original
oh yes, that
Type Pal members.
I
So
I have my progressive glasses, so I was trying to
yeah,
figure out who's talking.
thank you for doing this again. I have missed it so much.
Oh,
It was our weekly typewriter church, right? We all
yes.
gather together and worship the typewriter. So, and belated happy birthday. So
Thank you,
it's
thank you.
part of the celebration too. And
Yes.
I mean, I have to admit, I haven't been acquiring any more typewriters at all since our last meetings. But my original goal wasn't to set out to be a typewriter collector. My original goal was to get typewriters to write with. And of course, there's so many different kinds, styles, brands. So I ended up with 50 plus typewriters.
Wow.
And I'm at the phase now where I want to cull the collection and just pick my favorites. I'm thinking somewhere between 12 and 20 and then sell or give away the rest, because I don't, for one, I don't have room. If I was Tom Hanks, multimillionaire, and had like a library where I could put typewriters, sure, I would have probably 200, but I
Yeah.
have to be reasonable. So some people are going to get lucky with my typewriters because I'm going to eventually over the next, several months as pare down the collection to a reasonable amount for someone like me, because I just like writing them. And, you know, I do have some of the like shiny black glass key collectibles, but, you know, I found that those aren't my favorite ones to write with. They're pretty to look at, but I tend to steer towards more the Japanese typewriters and electric typewriters, and the ones you were talking about, electric type bar typewriters, are one of my favorites. So my collection is not going to be valuable as far as like old. It's going to be valuable as far as like writing ability.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I know one of your specialties, or one of the things you were really good at, was finding typewriters with unique typefaces or unique features.
Yes, the large print typewriters, you
Yes.
know, the 6 CPI. I was obsessed with those. And of course, this style of Brother, Montgomery Ward Brother, is one of my favorites. So, you know, they don't have valuable collecting, you know, place in the typewriter world, but they write really well and they're easy to fix. And that was my goal, you know, because I started collecting in 2020. Really, it was the pandemic that triggered, you know, I was at home working on a computer virtually all day. And I literally thought we were all going to die. So I wanted to write my memoir on a typewriter and not on a computer. So, and then 50 typewriters later, because I ended up getting kind of obsessed and fascinated. And then I, of course, met you guys, the typewriter community, which even further, you know, cemented my obsession with typewriters. It's like, I'm not alone here.
Yes.
There's more of us. And that's, you know, somebody else mentioned, I'm sorry, I couldn't keep mentioned that. It's not just the typewriter. I think it was Everett. It's not just the machine, it's the community that I really enjoy as much as just writing, just banging away on the typewriter. So, and thank you for, you know, bringing the community together in a way that's really never been done before, Gregory. You know, having these live, you know, YouTube meetings is something that, you know, we can enjoy, but also it leaves behind a record of people like us who are crazy about typewriters. However long YouTube is going to last, we're going to be on there, you know, talking
Exactly.
typewriters.
Yep.
But it's more than just even if it wasn't live, you know, it's still fun. So thank you, Gregory, and thank you for
You're
bringing us
welcome.
together. And thank you, Joe Van Cleave, for, oh my gosh, so many typewriter videos. And Ted Monk, I'm a little disappointed he's not on here because I wanted to thank him too, but we have thanked him many, many times, monetarily as well. So,
as far as I know, TypePals is still the only pen pal directory for typewriter lovers.
it is a cult.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
It's a good cult. You know, the word cult has bad connotations, but not.
yeah.
I'd like to say it's a community.
Yes,
We're not
yes.
setting out to do bad things. I mean, there
Yeah.
is a little indoctrination, but, you know, not in a bad way.
And a lot less money.
Yeah.
We don't recommend Kool-Aid, but we do recommend Tang.
Yeah. And so I don't have any new typewriters to show off. If you want to see my collection, you can go to Typewriter Database or look at the old Type Club videos. So
No,
I'm just sticking with my favorites now. And so far,
Yeah.
it's been the Brothers, the electric type bars, and the Selectric. Those are the ones I really like to type on.
Yeah. Now I see in your typewriter there, it has your Arkansas typewriter.
Oh, yeah. I messed around with getting stamps and making stationery, which turned out to be, you know, like a fun, you know, tangent off. And we have so many tangents, right, that surround
Yeah.
typewriters. And so decorating stationery,
Yep.
papers, you know, different desks and things like that to perfect
Yeah.
their craft. You know, there's so many typewriter related things that we do too. You know, I don't want to just type on plain white paper. Anybody can do that.
Exactly.
I want to
Yeah.
make it pretty.
Yeah. Are you still active on your blog?
No, I haven't. I haven't been active with typewriters as far as journaling or anything like that. But, you know, my life kind of took a little turn with other people, you know,
Oh,
that I
yeah.
love and their health and stuff. And so I've been spending more time with that. But I still
Yeah.
have typewriters and I occasionally do, you know, tick, 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 tick on them, but
Yeah.
not in a big way. But I'm not quitting, you know, at all. Still keeping the typewriters, but I have thought about downsizing a lot. just keeping the favorites that I actually like to type on, passing the rest on to, who that might be favorites for somebody else.
Yeah.
So I have 8 Royal Quiet Deluxes, from the 1950s, and nobody needs 8 of them. So I think if I just keep 1 or 2, I think that's reasonable. And I have 6 of these, it's like, that's too many. I have 6 of these, 2 in the Pico, 2 in the Elite, 2 in the Cursive. And so I kind of need to downsize. And really, I just use the Pico and the Cursive mostly. So.
Yeah.
But I admire people who collect and have big collections and, have certain brands and different models and different years. I think that's fascinating. I just don't have the room for it.
I know, right?
Maybe I should just open a museum or something.
I'll put in a plug for the Brother typewriters too. I have the Brother Accord 10, and boy, that's a real workhorse. I usually type a lot of drafts for my letters to people before I do a final copy, and I use that Brother because it just types so fast, and I can keep my train of thought going. And then I do the final draft on a different typewriter because I like the print. Usually one of the Olympias. But boy, that Brother has been pretty trusty, and it's held up well with a lot of knocking around, I guess. So it's a quality typewriter. I think mine was built in 1978 in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, I like your choice.
Thank you. Yeah, and as far as Brother typewriters go, a lot of them were plastic, but some of them, like Sears and Montgomery Ward, they did make, heavy. This is a really heavy all metal body. So not all of the Brothers were cheap and plastic. Some of them are very high quality typewriters.
Yeah, definitely.
So, it's kind of odd, different people have different favorites and things like that, but, to each his own. And I think that's great. There's enough typewriters for everyone. So I get all the Brothers. Well, not anymore.
Very cool.
Having more recent. But yeah, so thank you, Gregory. It's just been wonderful. I'm glad I understand the stress. And maybe a suggestion, maybe you can assign other, members to be moderators in a way. Like, people are playing background music that might be, copyright, infringement. We can, listen for that. Just help you out, that kind of thing. Like as people join in, you have to allow, maybe we can help you out and things like that. So anything we can do, because we enjoy it just as much as you do, and we don't want you to have to do all the work. So, but I'm sure there are ways that all of us will have ideas to bring back Typewriter Club Live again, and it doesn't have to be weekly. Like just like a monthly thing. I think
it definitely would not be weekly.
Like a monthly or seasonal, every couple months or something.
Quarterly.
Quarterly, that would be very doable. So very cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Well, you're welcome. So I'm interested in everybody else's typewriter news too, since I don't have much typewriter news from. Well, what's Care's latest, Royal? Oh, she stepped away. She's Care's.
You were going to pass the torch, but
she's crazy about the old Royals, and
I'm sure she'll be back soon.
Larry,
Marshall,
hey,
I just sent you a chat message.
So
come on.
Oh, on the text chat.
I see Larry is sporting his Type Pals t-shirt.
Yeah. I should have done that too. I have a Type Pals t-shirt. I have 2. I actually have 4 Type Pals t-shirts.
That's awesome.
I bought 2 of my favorite colors because type t-shirts wear out.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how long they would be available. So
yeah.
And then I have my typewriter dress, of course.
Oh yeah.
Had to wear it for the occasion.
Very cool. All right. Did someone else want to chime in? I know. I think I'm trying not to call people out, but I'm getting these urges to speak to people. So I know
I don't
you.
mind
Well,
chiming in,
What's that?
Greg. I'm happy to chime in. How are you?
Good,
hey,
Bob.
Bob.
Good. So good to see you.
Oh, good to be seen. Yeah, it's a rarity these days. I make it out of the shop, I reckon. Everyone can see and hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Hi,
great.
Oliver.
It's always
Hi.
I always enjoy hearing how other people are using their machines, what they're using them for, etc. We've been quite busy around here. We've added to the staff here at Muse. I just have a few people in today, so that's nice. But shop's getting busy. We're actually getting ready to build another building for the shop.
Cool.
So
Wow.
that'll be exciting. Yeah, I think it's definitely, building in Riverside isn't that hard because the weather's good, but I really prefer it to be a wintertime activity. Um, you know, I mean, why put people through stuff? But let me think. Yeah, no, business has been really good. We've been very fortunate to just keep growing and expanding. Our new line of all of our manufactured goods, clean. We have several cleaning kits available now. We have mats and covers and all the accessories you could want for typewriters. That's sales on that's been going real well. We just sell that on eBay.
Oh yeah.
Mm. So that treats us well. And, we still have a handful of customers a week. So we're up to about 8 typewriters a week, sometimes as low as 5, depending on what needs to be done. But between 5 and 8 typewriters a week, we're able to recondition. Joe was just messaging me. Yes, this is an official Valentine I have in front of me. It belongs to one of those rich and famous people.
Nice.
Um,
It's
I don't
beautiful.
know what this. I don't know what year it is. Hey, nobody looked up the year on this. Sorry. Usually, by the time I get the machine, some of our crafters have looked up the year, so I just barked at them. Hey, nobody looked up the year on this. We forgot that one. But anyway, yeah, this one's real nice. Came with a bit of damage, but we were able to clean up all the plastic. Let me see if I can get the light just right. Yeah, this whole top was just torn to heck and back. We were able to clean, gosh, 99% of it up. So that was fun. Something different, polishing on plastic. Why not? But yeah, these are always great machines. They always need a bit of torquing and a bit of tweaking, and you just got to set them just right to get them to actually perform. But this one actually still has the original rubber clasp onto it. So that's fun. We've been real gingerly with them, and they seem to be happy as pie. Right now, you can only get the clasp from a guy in Europe, and it's like $180 or $160 or something to get them shipped over, plus the tariffs, right? So that all that mess has been fun for us, but we don't import too much from China. Obviously, the biggest thing are the reels. There are no American manufacturers making our reels for our ribbon. We sell a lot of ribbon, of course, at least 8 a week, so that adds up real quick.
Yeah.
And we still make our own ribbon. We like the American-made ribbon, but the reels themselves have to be manufactured in China. So that's been a little hard on us, but small business stuff, whatever. Um, Let me think what else. Got a new rubber supplier, so that's fun. We might make an announcement about that soon enough, where we're doing something different with our rubber, something better, of course, with our rubber platens and our rollers. And business is rocking. Business is really good. I did not understand. I was thinking the other day, I just did not understand how much businesses online and out and about. It's probably been a year since we've been on here, but we got really good at shipping. We're shipping a machine or two a week now. We've gotten really good at doing virtual appointments for people who are interested in XYZ machine that we happen to have up on our website. They can call in and we'll do a virtual Zoom meeting just like this and sit down with them and show them the machine for half an hour and what it's all about. And then we can package it up and ship it to them. So we've been having a ton of fun in the business of typewriters. Can't complain. Can't complain. Can't complain. I did get out with my son maybe a month and a half ago. We went on a nice summer trip. And I was real proud of us. I don't think we picked up any typewriters, but we did stop and visit Joe Van Cleave, so that was nice to stop and visit him and say hi. Mm. And Milwaukee 40 Fest. I'm going to be out there in a month. They're kind enough to sponsor me to come in and do some cool talks, which I always love. Greg's been there when I've done talks, and the joke is always usually people pay me to not talk about typewriters, let alone, anytime they can pay me to talk about typewriters, I just go, well, this is the bee's knees and the cat's meow. Like, this is what life's all about. Lucky me. So it'll be fun to do that in Milwaukee. Cordy Fest. I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, October. Oh, I think it's 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, but I could be wrong. But anyways, anybody interested, it really is the largest, coolest event I could imagine for typewriters, typewriter people, a gathering of typewriter people. So the downfall is it's all over town. So when you hit the airport, you have to rent a car. I'm using a Turo vehicle this time just for something different. And then the other event we got to do was about a month ago, or maybe two. You know what? It was 2 months ago. It was in Carson at the International Print Museum, and I didn't understand. I mean, I talked to a lot of people. A lot of people call me. They're interested in bringing their machine in. Sometimes they bring them in, sometimes they don't. And the only reason they don't is because of distance. And we have a program where we'll ship them an empty box and they can ship it back to us, even if it's LA or Las Vegas or somewhere nearby. We're happy to do that for them. But being in Carson, I mean, I was clobbered. I must have talked to 100 people. I must have checked in almost 30 machines for repair. It was a very exciting event. So yeah, International Print Museum, they're going to have a yearly typewriter day, and we're going to definitely be hitting that up. And so that would have been, I reckon, in June or maybe July. I forget exactly, but what a wonderful event, and what a great compliment. I've really learned that the business is about figuring out, let me think, making sure we have the ability to give people what they're looking for. And I've mentioned before, I'm a terrible salesman. I'm a wrencher. I like to fix things and make things better and make as a mechanic, I like to get things going again. So figuring out the salesman side of what do people want, what are they looking for, how do they like to buy. The amount of business that we get to do online these days, it just fascinates me every time I look at it. So we've been very fortunate in that regard. So we've expanded, right? There's a handful of people working here now. Looks like Care came back to the meeting, so that's always positive. That's good. Haven't
Yes.
chatted with her in a while.
I know, huh?
Yeah, lucky us. Anyways, I can go on and on. Thanks for letting me share. All I can say is the typewriter business is just fine in Southern California, and our ability to be able to reach out, because I learned that there's nothing we can't do with a typewriter, and a lot of people are happy to have that. They don't have to send their machine to several people. They don't have to make it a bigger problem. We as mechanics, we get paid to take other people's problems and fix them, right? Make them our own, manage them to a solution that is good for the customer, good for the machine, good for whatever they want. We do a certification program now. Here's a Muse certified machine. It's good for 10 years. It's probably going to be good for 30 years, but we'll certify it for 10 years, etc. So that's been a ton of fun. Here's the best that we can offer, and we have the ability to run the best business, being that we're in Southern California and we get to deal with all the professional writers. The guy who owns this guy, he's a professional writer. And professional writers want, deserve the best, as we all do. So whether you're a professional or an amateur, we can absolutely service your machine for you and make it all happen. So
And
okay, that's enough commercial.
and what's your website, Bob?
Oh yeah, Muse, typewritermuse.com. Typewritermuse.com, as put together by the illustrious Reverend Monk. Yeah, Reverend Monk put the typewriter together for us maybe a year ago. It works real well, and it's hard. We don't have the ability to put up all our stock because we always have we always have about 70 or 80 machines these days in the showroom ready to go. But if 20 of them can get up on the website, great. We wait until they're in the showroom for a few weeks before we put them up. And sometimes it can be hard to keep them in the showroom that long. People show up to buy machines and pick them up, or
Exactly.
collectors. There's a lot of collectors these days showing up to pick them up. So, insert here. We're very lucky. We've really expanded collectors too. I got a group in Alaska, and I've probably shipped, I don't know, 30, 40 machines to Alaska in the last year. Like,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, I thought it, but they're excited to be able to purchase a product that's good to go, ready to go, and 100% and like new and reconditioned, and so they have a good time with all that. So anywho, I can't. I'm going to be. I just took a promotion at my day job. I'm the boss now, but I don't think I'll be there much longer. I don't think I'll have the ability to be there much longer because the typewriter business just keeps us so busy. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Well,
thanks for letting me share.
Of course. It's always good to see you,
Okay.
Bob.
Oh, good to see you too, Greg. Yeah, we need to hang out and do lunch again. I know we mentioned it a while back, but
Yes,
time and
definitely.
all. Yeah,
Yeah.
you've been busy. Thanks,
Definitely.
guys.
well, I suppose winters are long in Alaska. So there's lots of time to write at night.
Yeah.
Right. That's true. That's true. And their time isn't too far off from ours. So they're happy to, usually in the evenings. That's when I do business with people in Alaska in the evenings. You're absolutely correct.
Yep.
Do you add antifreeze to the typewriters that you send up to Alaska?
That'd be a really good idea. Care, I really appreciate you asking that question. You can imagine being in our climate here. I mean, it's similar to yours. Like
Forget
there's
about the new
naturally,
other climates, right?
oh, well, we've gotten real good at what lubricant we use where so the typewriter can work in the heat or the cold without collecting dust. Right.
I knew you would, but I knew you would.
Good to see you.
Um, and William, since you were speaking recently, how are you doing?
Doing very well.
Excellent, excellent.
Keeping busy, keeping well. Had hernia surgery last October. Couldn't lift anything more than 10 pounds, so I figured I'd get my SM9 up on my typing desk so I could type letters once I got back.
Yeah,
And they being back in the shop, all going full tilt now, and haven't got as many. Well, winter is usually my letter writing time because in the summer I'm so busy fixing
yeah,
customers, lawnmowers, chainsaws, everything like that. It keeps me going 8 hours a day in the shop, plus a couple of hours in the evening doing paperwork, plus a couple of hours doing parts, ordering, inventory, that sort of stuff. By the time you've done that, you're pretty well pooped out for the day.
yeah.
And then normally Sunday is church, but I told Juliana I'm not going to church today. I'm joining my
Oh,
peeps.
we led you astray.
Well, if you think about it, this started during COVID, during the church lockdowns,
Yeah,
when all the
exactly.
churches were locked down. So there was quite a few of us um, who were regular church attendees who ended up dropping out of type pals once the restrictions were lifted and churches were open again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
So
of course, this all started, because of the pandemic. So,
yeah. Now there was a new type pal member from Riverside. I suggested she get in touch with you. Did she? Would have been about 4 or 5 months ago.
oh wow. I'm not
I forget
sure.
her. I forget her name offhand.
I'll have to double check my email. I receive so many emails that they get lost easily.
I can believe that. Now she did come up to Banff. We tried to arrange a meeting, but somehow the connection got dropped, whatever. So we never did get together in Banff.
Uh,
And from here, Banff is a 2 and 3/4 hour drive. I'm quite happy to drive that far each way to spend an hour with a friend, have lunch together, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Excellent.
And yeah, that's The typewriters have been coming and going,
Yeah.
doing an occasional repair. I haven't been doing much in the reconditioning line this summer. It's just been so damn busy in the shop.
Yeah.
But hey, it's income.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. And
Excellent.
so that's about all I have to say for now. So I'll let some
Okay.
more interesting people talk.
Thank you so much, William. I know it's like super late or super early for a couple of members, so I want to be sure and talk to them. Luke, we'll start with you. How are you doing?
Oh, hi guys. It's actually 2:20 a.m. now,
Oh,
and yeah, I'm quite sleepy right now.
yeah.
I forgot when was the last time I joined the meeting because since the meeting changed to Sunday, I really having difficulty to attend.
Ah,
Anyway, for the for this year or for at least past 6 months, I haven't got any chance to do much about typing or tinkering anything. But I forgot. Last time I attend the meeting, did I ever mention I had acquired a Remington standard typewriter, which I sort of pulled it apart for a quick repair thing.
oh, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I got some photos I can show you guys, and I also got involved into some adding machines repairs, which was quite a fight.
Oh,
If I may, I'll just quickly share some photos
yeah,
here.
yeah, definitely.
So I is the screen sharing now?
Yes, yes, we see it.
Okay, so the Remington in the middle of the desk is what I mentioned. So it had a feature called automatic or something that you can actually pull it apart in a way that let me show you just very quickly, like so.
Oh, wow.
This is photo from the internet, and the side panel, once you pull it apart, then there's a few key screws or bolts that you can unfold the mechanism about 90 degrees to the back side. Then like so.
Ah,
So all the internals and all the key mechanisms are exposed, and we can easily do some repairs. And for my machine, this one is very, very sticky. So after I apply some degreaser to loosen up those pivots, it sort of revive again.
wow.
That's the Remington, and that is the spring drawn, I reckon. And I mentioned I also got involved into some mechanical calculators,
Yeah.
and these are even I checked within the calculator friend group, and this is also a very unique one from Japan. And unfortunately, my one has suffered from a serious impact. So the outer case got shattered.
Yeah.
And however, this one works okay, but my collector friend bought another identical one, which is much nicer in terms of appearance, but it didn't work well. So I managed to pull out two identical machines, compare the difference, then repack everything back. And that took me a couple months for that. So in case any typos who later got interested in mechanical calculators, I have to warn you, these are very, very different difficulty to typewriters.
Oh.
And lastly, I have this one. It's a Context 10. I believe it's a Sweden machine. And this one is even, for me, it's even rarer. And I have no comparison machine. So I have to do it pretty much with no reference. And
oh, wow.
Very little documentation at all.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So I think I was lucky. So it was just some, I think some linkage sort of got out of place. So I pulled it apart, study how it works, and repack it, and it works all right, at least for the moment.
Yeah. Wow. So you enjoy a challenge.
Yeah, but sometimes I think I pick up a challenge that is way beyond my capability.
Oh, yeah.
And this is by far the top three.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is my tinkering for this year, I guess so.
Okay.
And in terms of my collection, my collection gets to about 50-ish overall, but most of them are just portables in very rough condition, and nothing really special. Some Olivetti's brothers and the Princess 200, but all of them are really, really rusty and really need a major repair. Yeah, that's and the community in Taiwan, as you know, it's a Asia country, and the community has been getting quiet for the moment. I mean, apart from me attending Taipei's gatherings, there are also a few other avid contributors on our Taiwanese typewriter fan page, and it's getting more quiet now. I think yeah, it's at some stage, if I get the chance, maybe I'll get some face-to-face type typewriter gathering here when it's winter. The summer days getting extreme these years, I must say, and when it rains, it's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
The rainy season. So yeah, I guess when it's winter is about time, I can really get meet up some other typer enthusiasts here.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much from my side.
Okay, well, thank you so much, and it's so good to see you, Luke.
Likewise.
Hey,
And
David,
yes,
can I say hi?
yes, definitely, Brian.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to see everybody.
Yeah, good to
And
see you as well.
I wanted to say hi to everybody and plug the Phoenix Typing.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, it's Saturday the 27th. Is that right? I think so. 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Changing Hands Bookstore in Phoenix. It's right next to the First Draft Book Bar. There's lots of snacks you can get, and you can make a whole day out of it. And everyone's welcome. It's free. I do it every year, so please come out if you're
Very
here.
cool.
If you can't make it, then I understand. I just wanted to invite everybody.
Yes.
So
Awesome.
that's my shameless plug. Shameless plug over.
Okay. That
It's
was
a
pretty
great
nice.
venue. It is a great venue. We were out there like a year ago or so, and there's a hotel right next to it that you could stay at if you're from out of town. So you could be right there and not have to drive anywhere, literally. It's a fun venue.
And Joe, of course, has a video of the type in there also. So he has videos for everything.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you for sharing that, Brian. And see, I know you as having the most colorful collection of typewriters. Are there any new and interesting ones you've added?
Well, a couple since the last time we had Type Palace. Just this Sears Best Medalist Power 12. So it has
Nice.
a little light that comes on. No, not when it's plugged in, it does. Plug it in so the light turns on. There we go.
I have a similar
There we
model.
go.
They're great.
Wait, am I getting it right?
I get seasick.
Oh,
I'm just letting you know.
there we go. Yeah, we can see it now.
I jokingly call this one the Cylon Super.
Oh, yeah.
Cylon Super. It's this machine's going to take over and kill us all. But besides that, I have this thing right here, which I got from my lovely girlfriend Christy. Who, well, the case is on really, really well.
Okay.
It's a little hard to get off. It's let me jab it with a pencil real quick. It probably work. Oops.
I'm gonna throw up.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm sorry about that.
Gross, mushy stuff will make you grow up.
The Cylon Super looks like
case
Hal
ever.
from 2001
Yeah, he does good.
with the red light.
I almost got it.
That typewriter is not slipping out of its case ever.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's been out before, but it's not. Didn't want to play with me right now.
The button
Anyways.
is missing, so he has to fabricate one with a pen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't have the right materials ready to show you that, but it's a very cool typewriter. Believe me, take my word for it.
I do.
It's I forget what the name of it is, but this is Tippa It's the tipper before Adler bought it.
Gossen
Oh,
Tippa.
Yeah, Gossen tipper. Thank you.
oh yes, yes.
Christy, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah. How are you?
Hi, pretty good. I came to Type Pals at the end of all the other recordings that I saw on YouTube, and I'm happy to be here for the reunion because it's like, coming back to life, and so am I. So this is super fun.
Oh.
I recently acquired an orange Alpina, so I'll be bringing that to the Type In, and I got him
Which
the
Type-In?
Boston Tippa. Huh?
What Type-In are you bringing it to again?
The Phoenix Type-In.
The Phoenix Type-In. Yes. What an exciting event.
It's the most type in that I've been to so far. The last one in June at the museum was super awesome in SoCal, but it was like a party, a typewriter party with education and everything. It was like super immersive and beautiful, beautifully put together. But I brought a typewriter and I was like, "Ooh, time for type in." And then I was like the only one with some other dude in the corner, and I was like, "Oh God, I'm embarrassed."
No, that fan you had around your neck made it all worth it. You were the only one smart enough to bring your own air conditioning unit. I was impressed.
It's hot, man. SoCal.
It was really hot that day, yes. But I agree, the Phoenix typewriter, well, it's an old Howard Johnson's where they hosted at. And so, yeah, the
Mm.
mobiles, there's a bar, a restaurant for kids, a restaurant for adults, everything you need. Next time, I'm just going to go there and camp out for like 3 days.
It's not on
Next
the
time I
same
can make it.
weekend as QWERTY Fest, so you can still
No,
go, Bob.
no,
Anything else is an excuse.
it's really hard to shut down my shop for 2 weeks. I can do a week, but 2 weeks is people would be banging down my door. They want their typewriters back. I'll take the business. It's a good problem to have.
Brian, did you get the Gossen Tippa open?
Yeah, out of the case. Thank you for padding my segment. Yeah. Here it is.
Ah.
Lovely tension adjustment right here. 2 positions. So pretty.
Put it. The camera can't see it that well.
Oh, really? It's telling me to wipe my lens off.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh,
And when you unscrew it from that base, it has a very, very mechanical, like Tinker Toys looking bottom frame to it.
Oh.
Can't see it
But
So flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful red. It's like that deep, pure red, not that
Yeah.
orangey red.
the case handle is like a spiral, I don't know,
the
coil
steel spring, I think.
spring. Yeah.
So that's
Gorgeous.
it's my newest colorful typewriter.
Nice. Nice. Very cool. I'm glad you finally got it open. It's at least it's very secure.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to fall out.
Oh man.
Oh my God. I see Ted. Ted!
No,
Ted!
Oh.
I made it.
Yay!
Here I am in my cinder block cell.
Oh.
300 square feet of paradise.
So how many typewriters do you have with you, Ted?
I have borrowed one from Eric.
Oh,
TypeSnap.
yes.
So I borrowed his Skywriter, his 51 Skywriter, and that's what I'm using.
Nice.
I am a one typewriter man right now. For a little over a month, I was a no typewriter man.
Oh man, that must be rough.
That was very rough.
Yeah.
I think I have some of these lying around here, actually.
Oh, well, I've got something now, so I couldn't really take any of my own because I can't bring them on the plane because I already have too many things to pack. So when we leave, I have to take everything I've got in, including hats.
Oh.
In my luggage, my carry-on. So that left me with no typewriters.
Yeah.
Basically just a laptop, clothes, and a cat. 2 cats.
Oh. So
So,
how has that typewriter been treating you?
very well. It's a very nice machine. I like Skywriters. And uh-oh. Oh yeah, Chris is outing me in chat.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got some catching up to do because what is this, no typewriter thing? Like, I'm confused.
I
Totally.
am
So,
between houses right now. We sold our house
oh, you
and
moved. Okay.
we're going, well, we haven't moved yet. We are going to move as soon as we can find somebody who'll take our money up to the Pacific, not Pacific, but Eastern Seaboard, up around,
Wow.
Maine, Connecticut. We're getting out of the heat.
Yeah.
So
it's unbearable this time of
yeah,
year.
so we're right now the housing inventory is super low there, and the sellers are very strange. They
It's a limited market. Yeah.
they don't want to show you their houses, and they don't want to take your bids. So
Well, that one that you mentioned on your blog, you could see the upper level, but not the lower level.
yeah, that's the thing is for about a week we were like, hey, we put an offer in. Now can you show us the rest of the house?
Oh my goodness.
And they did, and we liked it, and they rejected our offer. So
Oh no.
So now we don't even have a target in the sites yet.
Oh.
So obviously I'm outing myself for not reading your blog. So
I noticed that.
Does this mean that you are like starting over with the typewriters? Like you literally got
No, I have them
distributed,
all I have them all in a pod.
but you got to move the pod.
Yeah, I have to move
Oh,
the pod.
okay. You just don't have
everything
one
I own
in
is
front
in
of
a
you.
16-foot
for one.
pod, and
Right.
and
So, but currently today you don't have, except for the borrowed one. Okay.
Yep.
So I guess I need to catch up and read your.
You need to read my
Yeah,
blog.
I
It's
do.
full of empathy and pathos, and
Aw. Well, it's exciting, starting over to a cooler environment,
yep, yeah. Well, I go where the girls go.
So, but yeah, and then creating your new space, your new typewriter space is going to be fun too. Yeah.
Well, it'll be nice to move from, I've been living in a 2-bedroom townhouse for years and years, and I'm hoping I can get a basement and an attic.
Yeah.
So I can have workspace.
Yeah.
Like actual
deserve it.
workspace instead of my living room.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same. I have a 2-bedroom apartment, which is similar. There's no storage, garage or yard,
Yeah. I've been there.
Like if I have to spray paint, I have to go, borrow somebody else's areas. So.
Well, I could always spray paint.
So you're moving to Maine?
Well, we've been looking in Maine and Connecticut, probably not Massachusetts, but somewhere around that area.
Yeah.
And somewhere where it's cold.
Yeah.
That'll be
Actual
a nice
winters, somewhere where it snows, somewhere
when
where
their
it's not
summers
over,
are 4
not
days
over
of
100 degrees,
90 degrees. Yeah, I can live with that.
Well, if you
Rather than
believe in climate
115,
change,
120.
Yeah,
where
for
you go.
30 days straight. No, thank you.
Oh. Yeah.
So all your typewriters are in a pod.
They're in a pod.
They're in a
Everything
protected
else I
pod.
own.
That's great.
Everything, every stick that I own is in that pod. Other than this crappy laptop and clothes.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's my news.
All right.
Oh, other than tomorrow, I have 20 years to live.
Wow.
Your life
You'll see
expectancy.
You'll see that in my blog post tomorrow.
I want to get one of those diagnoses too.
I got mine back in.
Know your doctor.
No, I got that diagnosis back in '96. So.
Oh.
But.
Hey, you're in Cactus, buddy.
Yes, I am.
Oh, wow.
Just want to remind everybody of the Phoenix typing while I'm not talking.
Oh, you should tell them about the type in that's coming out.
He
Oh,
did. He
Oh,
did.
okay, good.
I didn't. I had no idea you were going to mention that.
Oh, geez. How
Tell
could
us how
that
much fun it
happen?
is, Ted.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember what day it is because I'm not going to be here. So,
But I've already talked about it. It's fine.
yeah,
It's
okay.
the 27th, Saturday.
All right.
Hi,
I said it.
how's the typewriter database going?
It's going well. Let's see. I'm working on a tool to improve the search among the because the database has a great deal of search capability, but the problem is it's all kind of hidden inside of URLs. Like there's links that link to searches. Like if you want to pick up the Royal QDLs or whatever, you can click on a link that says Royal QDL and it'll bring that page up. And if you notice the URL, it says, make and model and, year, whatever is in the URL. And you can rewrite those to search for basically anything you want. But that's the
Ah.
way I do it. And I don't think about people who are like, oh, URL manipulation. I don't really know how to do that. And so
if I typed in a query with escape characters at the beginning and then SQL code, would that be a problem for you?
that would be stripped out immediately.
Oh, good. I was checking.
Yeah.
I was checking. I knew you
Yeah,
had.
I strip out non-alphabet numerics and anything that is an escape character. So
Okay.
yeah, you can't do
Good.
that to
That was
me.
Oh, that's funny. Have you noticed like an uptick in usage, or has it been pretty consistent?
I have not looked at the stats in 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, because it kind of grows. It's been growing at a very uh I would say normal rate, like not a whole lot, and but it grows every year. But after 3 years ago, I just stopped looking because it was always the same.
Ah, okay, okay.
I know basically what the traffic is,
Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, I know that a lot of people are putting up new galleries, so we've got a lot of galleries in there. I think it's 23,000 and some now.
Wow.
So
That's
we're
amazing.
we're at the point where I feel like you can find out a lot of stuff just by pulling up like a make and model and watching through the years and serial numbers. We have the
Yeah.
frequency of machines for that now, but the more we get, the better that gets.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah, it really is community based.
Yeah, I finally have enough of them to add at some point.
well, you better start. I haven't
Oh,
seen
I
you
do.
adding any.
I've got a pile of them over here.
All
But
right.
I use it frequently because Tony at Typespace has me, when all the machines come in, that's one of my jobs, is to
You get a
look
data mall?
serial, do the database, find it
Oh,
all, and then type it up on that machine and price it and all that stuff.
Cool.
cool. Very cool. All right, Ted. Well, it's so good to see you, and hopefully it works out with the house soon, so you can get all your typewriters back at your beck and call.
Yep. I
Yeah.
guess that Merrimack, New Hampshire is apparently a place I can go,
Oh,
according to Chris.
there you
Well,
go.
that's one of the newer typewriter repair shops. It was Tom Furrier's associate who couldn't
Oh, okay.
afford to stay in Massachusetts either.
Mm-hmm.
Has a place
Yeah.
up in Merrimack.
It's a little costy up there.
Yeah.
Expensive.
Yeah. That always plays a factor. Yeah. Well, again, so good to see you, Ted. I wasn't sure you were going to be able to make it, so I was very excited to see you log
I
in.
actually planned on it, and then I kind of forgot about it until 11, and then I remembered, oh, wait, I better call
Oh.
that back up and make an appearance.
Fortunately, these meetings always run long, so
I miss all these people.
I
I want to get to see
know
them.
Me too.
it's so good to see all these faces. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
and we love you, Ted. We really
We
do.
love you too.
Yeah.
Ted,
Yes.
quick question for you.
Okay.
Amiga 1300F typewriter, there's almost nothing on the database about the actual data manufacturer, but looking on the inside of the ribbon cover, there is one of those what I call a date molding stamp. The circle with the 82 and the 4 dots on it indicating April of 82. Would that be as close to the manufacture date as you can find?
Certainly, because by the late 70s, by the late 70s, you were seeing manufacture and distribution happening pretty much in the same year. So a lot of time, when you see date stamps in like parts, like the case stamp and metal parts or whatever, you're going to see a date that is before its full date of assembly and manufacture. Could be a year, could be 2 months, could be 6 months, who knows? But by the 80s, they were pretty much putting the parts together as soon as they were making them.
Yeah. Although this is upside down, it does show 82 and 4 dots, indicating that the cover was made in April of 82.
Yep. Yeah, stuff like electronic typewriters, you can definitely check the motor date or the key. There's usually a sticker on the back of the keyboard that has a date. And sometimes if you don't get either of those, you can actually look at the chips on the motherboard, like the ICs, and they will have a manufacturer date code on them. So if you're really stuck, you can open the machine up and look at the parts and see if there are dates on the parts, and those will usually get you pretty close.
Because I know that for the lawn and garden equipment, the manufacture date of the engine is always earlier than the manufacture date of the machine itself.
Oh yeah, they'll put those parts together and then assemble them into a big machine over the course of a few weeks or a month or whatever.
Yeah. Whereas if the engine manufacture date is later than the machine, you know it's been
a replacement. Yeah. That's a replacement.
Okay, thanks, Ted.
No problem.
We just wanted to jump in and say hello because we have to leave soon. We've got a young fella coming over to look at our collection here at 3 o'clock. So
all right.
Good to see all of you. It's like no time has passed at all. You
I know, right?
It's changed.
We all like old friends.
Hey, I didn't have a haircut.
But we still keep up with each other in other ways too. It's not just here. So yeah, it's good to see you. And you have another typewriter enthusiast coming to see.
He's 14.
It's his first typewriter.
No, he's got 3 or 4, but he's 14, I think.
Wow.
He was at one of our public type-ins, and he was just so sweet. I'm like, why can't you be 20 years older for my dog? No, he was just really into them, and he was polite, and it's a great young man.
Yeah, he's not far from us.
He wants to come browse at what we own.
Yeah.
Awesome. So real quick, how is Willow Creek Typewriters doing?
It's quiet at the moment,
but
that's okay because it seems it goes quiet when I'm busy with other stuff that I've got to do. Like I've got an aviation consulting business, so I was just in beginning of this week. I was just in Kuujjuaq, Quebec. Google that. You have to spell it right first. Kuujjuaq, Quebec. It's about two hours flight north of Montreal.
It's on the northern coast.
So I was up there doing winter operations training with for 14 airports. So when I'm busy with the aviation stuff, the typewriters seem to go quiet, and other times it's like a rush of people coming in. But no, kind of quiet at the moment. But maybe towards Christmas it'll get busier. But that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Just to keep my hands in it a little bit.
We
Don't need
did
to be overwhelmed with it. Yeah.
We did a guild meeting type-in at a cheese museum.
In July?
June
or July. Yeah. Yes. So a couple of people from around Ontario that came to that one, and then we might do another one in November, but we'll see what happens.
But I mean, cheese and typewriters? Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Curry, it was because of your Typewriter Camp t-shirt that I met Sean Barley at the gun show in Calgary a couple of years ago.
Oh yes,
yeah.
I was walking through the gun show. I saw Typewriter Camp on t-shirt. I thought, I've got to know this person. Grabbed him, pulled him, turned around. Oh, hi Sean, it's you.
That's funny.
Yes, we didn't get to do one this year. Yeah, I've been busy with getting other courses ready and stuff like that. So maybe we'll get to a fall camp or something like that one before the end of the year, because we got to keep the tradition going. But well, yeah, we'll let you know if we do another shirt.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
Sounds
yes,
good.
yes. Lots on the go on our end. So and
Very
still
good.
all this glass stuff keeps showing up too. So
Yeah.
All the chickens. Yeah.
He made
Yeah.
me start, so it's fine.
And you know, another use for the shirt was that when Curry and Becky came to
Oh my
our
gosh.
type in April, they were welcomed by this strange lady wearing
She's yelling,
their,
it's Curry and
their-
Becky.
which was my
And we're like,
wife.
it's a
Oh.
surprise. We're trying to surprise him. And this woman's yelling at us. I'm like, shh, just give it a minute. That was a really good turnout Daniel had there, though, up in Ottawa.
Yeah,
Like, don't you
yeah.
have 30 people?
No, 70 that time.
Oh, 17. I thought there was more than that.
No, 70. 70.
Oh, 70.
Oh,
Sorry.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
more
that's
than we've
great.
had.
Yeah, and then 30 in June. And the good news is that there's 5 Saturdays in November, and in Ottawa we're going to have 5 type-ins, one on each Saturday,
Wow.
with the Ottawa Public Library. So, and in collaboration with the Ottawa Writers and the Capital Writers Association for November as a typewriting or as a writing month. But we're going to make it also, the typewriting was going to be added to the writing. So
Cool.
that's going
Excellent.
to be really, really good. So we'll soon have the posters ready, and we'll post them and advertise.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Let's see. What was that?
I was gonna say, long time no see.
I know, right? And
Yeah.
there's your one of your cats.
Yeah, I'm down to 4.
Oh,
Yeah, I had one, one of them was just ill. He was not getting it. He was just not getting better.
yeah.
So, I had to make that awful decision to let
Oh,
him
yeah.
go. That's always a a bad decision, but I wanted to show off a couple of things. One,
That's
my
cool.
Olympia SG1 t-shirt was getting kind of kaput, so I found this online. I'm like, well, I gotta have that.
Yeah.
I could even have, couch pillows made with this logo on it. I mean, it's just that cool. I also have, it was not intended to be a new machine, so to speak, but, and of course, come on.
Cat has
Yeah,
something to show us too.
What?
Yeah.
His nads.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, there's a story behind some of the people on this call have already heard this, but I got this machine at an estate sale a couple weeks ago, and it turns out it's the father of somebody I used to work with.
Oh.
And I didn't make the connection. I finally got a hold of him to see if he knew anything about it, but he does not as of yet. But this is a cat in the way. And he knows I'm trying to show something because he is trying to be between me and it. So this is a
Yeah.
New Century Calligraph number 6.
Wow.
And
Beautiful.
it really is. Its only failing is some peeling paint on the back
Wow.
where it has completely come here. Where it has completely come off, as you can see. But it was, there's very little rust on the machine. It was stored in a 3rd floor attic is where I found it at this estate sale.
And I was actually informed of it from a fellow typospherian who lives about an hour north of here. And he's like, "Oh, this is so cool," and blah blah blah. It's like it looks really nice. He forgot to take a picture of it. So I had to make the hour-long drive to go see it and decide, well, do I want it? And I mean, it was half price day at the estate sale, which helped tremendously. But yeah, I have not, I don't have a type sample because it's secured to a board, and I don't know. I'm not ready at this point to even try and get it off the board because the escapement won't work unless I do. Because the feet are they've melted into the board, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
So but anyway, and this is one of those models that the database is actually kind of vague about. I mean, there's a date range. I'm like, what? Seriously? A date range. I know, Ted, you do the best you can with what you have, but yeah, I thought this was really cool, and I even picked up something else kind of to go with it. I thought it might be nice to hang this on the wall. It's a photo of the trademark for New Century Calligraph. I thought that was kind of cool. I saw that on eBay.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It is cool, yeah.
So
neat.
No, I still do Smith Premiere, but but I thought, it's like I don't see a nice looking machine like that too often. Meaning something that doesn't have a lot of rust on it. Because
exactly, yeah.
It was stored, it came with the base and the lid, obviously. And that's how it was stored. So that's it's a good thing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, nice rescue.
Yeah. Very cool.
So yeah, I'm not really actively collecting at this point, but occasionally something like that. Yeah, well.
Well, yeah, some things you can't resist.
No, some things it's like, give me some more, I don't really need any more Smith Premieres, to be honest. I really don't, but I just need to take my time and do what I need to do on that. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Excellent. Well, thank you for sharing that, and it's so good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thanks.
Good to see everybody.
Yeah.
I saw Joe briefly, but I had to go deliver some food, so I had to miss a few people. I'm sure they dropped off. So
yeah. Excellent.
Eliza, I sent you a private text a while ago. Might want to just check it out in case. Okay, carry on.
I want to be sure and talk to Robert because I know it's like super late there. I apologize, Robert. Uh-oh, your audio's not working. Can
Oh,
anybody
no.
read lips?
He's not on mute. So
No.
Oh, Robert, we can't hear you.
Yeah, he's on mute. I can see it in the icon.
Well, mine doesn't. Oh, he goes back and forth between mute and not mute.
Interesting. Yeah, it's just not working.
Yeah, I had trouble joining because I had to first update Zoom because I hadn't used it in so long.
I know. I think we're all out of practice.
and then I had to update OBS because I hadn't used it in so long. So that's why I was a few minutes late.
Yeah, the past week I've been like super anxious about this just because I literally have not used Zoom since the last time we met. So it's like
Yeah.
And they're always updating it, and like certain things look different. And I was like, when I first went in it, I was like, oh my goodness.
Mhm.
Fortunately, that was like early this morning, just doing a little test run, just to make sure the video and audio was recording and everything. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's great.
yeah.
Well, the type and talk that you set up, a group of us still use every Saturday evening, and some of us get on Sunday mornings too. So have nice chats with people in England, Europe, the US, and other places. So we still enjoy it.
That's good. That's good. And I'm very thankful for that. And I periodically check, because it keeps stats of, how many people are using the meeting and whatnot. And it was very encouraging seeing that people were still using that, because, obviously
Yeah.
I felt bad that I wasn't hosting this anymore. So it was nice knowing that is still there 24/7. You just have to be a member of Type Pals. So you sign up for free at typepals.com, and then you can go to typepals.com/events, and you'll see the Type and Talk. So, and that's an open meeting, unhosted, 24/7. So, yeah. You don't have to
Yeah.
stay there 24/7, but it's
No.
available.
It's a typewriter free for all. Like, who wouldn't
Yes.
love that,
Yeah.
And we
But
appreciate that because you worked hard to set that up too, just so other people could talk typewriters while you're not around.
yes,
So
yes.
thank you, Gregory.
Of course, of course.
I've used it in the past, but I admit not lately, but only because of other
Yeah.
life things. But I will.
I might start popping in there, just
Mhm.
because we don't have this on a regular basis anymore. Although it might become a regular basis.
We're gonna
We'll
push you,
see.
Gregory.
We'll see. We'll see.
We're gonna convince you. We might even have to start paying you, huh?
Well, I
I'm
don't know about that, but
I'm not below that. Come on, Gregory. Typewriter Club.
oh,
Patreon.
there you go.
I pay my annual membership. I'm happy to keep this going.
Oh,
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I really
I
do.
did the lifetime thing, but I'm thinking I just need to make it a yearly thing instead of
Oh,
a lifetime membership.
You're too kind.
Well, you are, very kind
Oh,
for doing this,
yeah. Well, I mean, officially the meeting is over, but I did plan that we could stay and hang out if anybody still wants to speak, or
I wrote a song, a 15-second song before we started.
oh, okay.
I was like,
Yay,
oh, I just
Larry.
want to without writing something. So here you go. Happy anniversary. Type Pals are back on Zoom. Happy anniversary. Type Pals are back on Zoom. I'm glad to see you here, and Gregory is in the room. Happy anniversary. Type Pals are back on Zoom. Happy anniversary. Type Pals are back on Zoom. I'm glad to see you here, and Gregory is in the room.
Wow. Thank you so much, Larry. Oh man.
Well, I had to keep the tradition going now. So,
all right, Larry, are you trying to make me cry or what?
well, it is nice to see everybody here.
It really is.
It's like where'd all you guys go? You disappeared, and now you're back.
Oh, that is awesome. Wow. And yeah, all the songs you've done, and then May was doing songs. It's like, oh
yeah, you
it gives me
inspired
like
me.
Yeah.
To write typewriter songs. It
Yeah.
was that typing prompt thing that you did.
Yes, yes.
And so,
so many good memories.
Well, we should have had an anniversary prompt today, maybe, or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
See,
well.
at the last minute, I wrote topics we could talk about, in case we went silent basically. But we didn't have any problems, so
Just say typewriters, because
yeah, there you go. There you go. And Carrie, how are you doing?
me,
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty well, I guess. I don't know. Um, I part of my falling out of Type Pals in a way, I mean, it kind of coincided with the whole thing dissolving briefly, but was that I just got a lot more invested in doing my clay work, and so that's what I've been doing. It was really nice, Everett, hearing you talk about ceramics and doing art and stuff, because it all kind of intersects, doesn't it? So I keep thinking about like how can I think some of you saw like I got was like a transfer or a thing I could sort of do like a silk screen that was a Corona standard from like the 40s, um, that I could do on some plates and stuff, but it's just not really my style. So I haven't quite figured out how to connect typewriters and play yet, but I did just learn how to do lino cut printing on a slab roller. And my one favorite line cut that I did, oops, I have to show you. Where is it? Was this. So I could at least do that. That was my
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's cute.
cool.
I love it.
some of you
Wow.
the
Yeah.
last Hermes I was at, I did a bunch of those on cloth, and I thought we could all have like club jackets, and that was 29, like have
The
patches.
typewriter gang. Yeah.
But but then everything changed, right?
Yeah.
And I keep leaving because I'm actually doing a firing right now. But um, so that's been a little bit taking more of my energy. But there's a young guy in town that's just started doing typewriter. Well, he did a type in, and I went and met him, and we've been in touch, and he's been started doing a typewriter, I think every 2 weeks on Sunday afternoons, which is like the time I'm least likely to leave my house and go out somewhere where there's people. But he did start doing a typewriter meetup thing at a coffee shop. So I might go to that. He's been into it for like a year, and I think he has 75 typewriters
Oh
or
my
something. Yeah.
goodness.
So that's kind of fun getting, seeing somebody else be like that enthusiastic and talking about stuff. And um, he seems to think I'm some kind of wizard because I told him about getting frustrated with a facet and dunking it into a tub of hot water and simple green. It worked. But he was like so impressed with that. And I was like, no, really, it was just, I was losing my mind. But
Oh.
so that's kind of fun. It's just nice to see you all. That signet that I was showing y'all, that's the most recent. Again, I've been in like a lot of people I'm hearing are like in the like I need to pare this down kind of stage the last couple of years, trying uh, to come up with like what are my favorites and what are and that was kind of I haven't really had much of a bucket list, but that was definitely my bucket list on that signet. And Mark Schad was kind enough to sell me that from his personal collection.
Wow.
And yeah, so it has that extra cachet for me. What else? I don't know. I haven't really been typing much, but I'm really happy when I am typing. I keep
Yeah.
like, I write little post-it notes, and I have this bad habit of like index cards,
Oh.
which are like all over my desk. I'm like, well, how does that really help? But I like that size for doing drawings on and for making notes that I may or may not ever see again. And um, so I just thought, oh, maybe I should start up I have a blog, a typecast, whatever you call it, that I stopped several years ago called Your Good Enough Life. And I just found some little bits that I wrote on index cards, and I thought I could transfer this and I could type this up and start up that typecast again.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
getting
I
a little
mean, it's
better.
really nice to, and I popped in here one time. Oh, wait, Diane, you weren't here when I was showing the signet. I can show it again. It's nice. I popped in one Sunday morning and there was a handful of people here, and I was so excited to see folks. And so, and then I've been sort of like, I've had it on my calendar for quite a while to come to the reunion, and it's really sweet. Oh, Robert's going. Yeah, once a month would work. I vote for once a month. So, here's the signet again. And
James was
I was
showing
talking
one
about their
too.
surgeries. I had spine surgery a year ago, and yeah, couldn't do much for a while, but now I'm good. But so that's
Oh,
the signet.
And James is showing his as well. I'll see if I can spotlight both of you.
Wait, where is it? Oh,
yeah, he was showing one
Let's see, where
too.
is his?
yeah, where's his? Wait, I can't see him
Oh,
now.
wait. Yeah, I'm trying to spotlight him too. It's a little cumbersome doing it. There we go.
Ah, look at that. Now I saw a picture of one of those because it's a, what did you say? It's a senior signet? And it made me think, oh,
Yes.
I need to get one of those too.
1932 senior signet.
Isn't that funny? And this one's 34.
And see, I have the shift. I
Oh,
have a shift, which
yeah,
in
this
my
has
case, I
nothing.
wish I didn't, but I do.
This has nothing. This has no tab, no backspace, no shift, no nothing. Just
And
Wow.
I'm missing, see if you can see it, paint right up here at the top,
oh, uh-huh.
right above Royal, and then my space bar, which I thought about painting, and I decided to leave it for its battle scars, you know?
Well, yeah, because somebody really loved that. They wore the paint
Yeah.
off of it.
Yeah, and it types absolutely great.
That is nice. Yeah, mine is still a little bit sticky, but I think I just need to wash it and blow it out a little bit more. I'm not going to dunk it in a tank, but
I do a fast clean on it. I'm still new.
yeah, and that's there's no shift. So the typeface is just that, which is really why I wanted it. I like how it looks, but it's also like, to me, the
I'll
coolest
find a
looking
piece of
typeface.
paper here real fast and type something on it.
But oh, good. But I'm constantly, when I type on it, I'm constantly trying to shift, and there's no shift. So
Yeah.
it
I've
makes,
seen one like yours before, Care.
it's kind of classic, isn't it?
Yeah, I saw it at another estate sale back in 2018, and that was not one that made it home with me. It went with somebody else, and that's fine. That was a hoarder collection.
Oh,
That's how I'll describe it.
is that the one down in, was it St. Louis or something that you?
No, it was a couple of hours north of here.
Was that the one in Jacksonville or something? I can't
That's
remember.
the one that was in Jacksonville, yeah.
Hey, because that's where my family is from. My mom and my grandma. Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I mean, not that any of them are alive, but I was like, oh yeah, I'll come help you with that hoard. It's not that far from Oregon.
Right.
Yeah, sorely tempted, but yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's just sort of a classic, isn't it?
Yep.
A little bit. Where's Peter Stewart when you need him?
I'm not sure what it's called, but it works.
I just fall back on Pica when I see something like that, but of
I
course,
know, right?
a million
Yeah, I'm really
iterations.
liking the signets and the Depression era machines.
Yeah.
Yeah. James, would a double Gothic typeface work for you?
Ah, instead of a mill?
Possibly. I need all caps is the main thing, and I need something that I do not hit a yes, that's beautiful. I
Yes.
need something that I do not hit a shift button between the numbers and the letters.
Yeah.
The only
this one
thing
has
that would not give me would be a slanted zero.
this one has no numbers.
William,
Ah,
what the
yeah, I
hell?
definitely need numbers.
Yes, I know.
You just wanted to show that off. That's so
That
cool.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm trying to simulate like an old telegraph station.
Whole mill writer or something like that.
Yeah, that's what
That's you notice after my name, and on Pals I use Kilo Echo 8 Echo Oscar November. That's
Yep.
my FCC call.
Yeah. Yep. Your call sign.
Okay. That's cool.
Well, can I
When
just
it
say one
got me
other
into
thing?
typewriters.
I think that we need to sing happy birthday to Gregory, and I know that doesn't work
Aw.
well on Zoom, but can we do it anyway? Because you're our fearless leader. We could just sing for you're a jolly good fellow, but what happens if
Oh,
we
Happy Birthday is actually a copywritten song.
what?
Yeah,
We would catch
it
that
is.
though. I don't know.
But we're in a private group.
Oh, it's
It's on
broadcast
Nobody's
live
gonna
on
hear it.
YouTube.
Nobody here is a BMI or ASCAP agent, correct?
But
okay.
YouTube has the AI thing, but you know, at
Yeah.
restaurants, that's how
What?
why they sing the different songs other than the copywritten Happy
Yeah.
Birthday.
Can we
So-
sing for He's a Jolly Good Fellow?
There you go.
Yeah. Or he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow that nobody can deny.
Happy birthday.
Gregory's a jolly
Thank
good
you.
fellow. Happy birthday to the fellow. Gregory is our good fellow. The typewriters can't deny.
Oh, you guys are
Happy
awesome. I
birthday.
love you guys.
We love you too, Gregory.
Love you, Gregory.
Oh, I feel like that is a good end to our meeting, actually.
Yeah, it is.
I
Like
mean,
in
you
theater,
can't
you
top
would
that,
just
right?
like close it out. That's the
What's up,
punchline.
Gregory?
Over and out.
Oh,
Thanks
this
for
has been
having us,
awesome.
buddy.
Yeah, thanks
This
for
has
doing
been
this.
awesome. So I want to thank everybody for joining us, and stay tuned. We're gonna see if we can tweak the Typewriter Club Live so that we can have it at least on a quarterly basis, if not more frequently. But we'll plan on quarterly for now. Um, Again, it'll just be recorded, a recorded Zoom session, and then I would upload it to YouTube to remove all the
Yeah.
hassles of live streaming. So, but yeah, this is very encouraging, and I love seeing you guys again and seeing new faces. So, yeah, thank you again for attending. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Gregory.
Thanks for
You're
having me.
welcome.
Thanks, Gregory.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Bye, everybody. Nice to see everyone.
Nice to see you
Bye.
too.
Yeah. Nice
Happy
to see you.
typing.
Nice to see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You're still there.
Peace out. Happy typing.
Happy
Bye-bye.
typing.
No, you hang up first. No, you hang up first.
You.
No, you
That's my
hang up first.
grandson does that.